Hello, I'm Ellen Murphy, and for the next few minutes, we're going to review some common but often confusing educational technology terms. I'm going to share my computer screen with you throughout, and I hope this will help each of you, students, teachers, and administrators alike, see not only how easy but how effective educational technology can be. Let's start with the term e-learning. There are many often contradictory definitions of e-learning. I like to think of e-learning as any technology-enhanced education. This is a broad definition, admittedly, but too often we think of e-learning very narrowly. For example, many assume that when we say e-learning, teachers and students are separated by both time and space, with no real-time interaction. However, this is not necessarily the case, as we'll see. In a virtual learning environment, such as the one on your screen, the interactions between and among students and teachers may occur simultaneously or at different times. We use the terms synchronous and asynchronous to differentiate how and when these interactions occur. In asynchronous courses, such as this one, interactions occur at different times through postings in discussion forums, which we'll see in greater depth later in our video, through assignments, or through other checkpoints. Students work independently and to some extent on their own schedule, although there may be deadlines for completion of various course activities, such as projects, quizzes, or other assessments. This is the home page for a virtual asynchronous course. You can see that features include a link to the course syllabus, a place for course announcements, relevant social media information, calendar information, a place for upcoming events, a list of course participants, required textbook information, weekly summaries, a place for messages from the teacher, everything a student needs, accessible anytime. Synchronous classes, like this one, are online interactions that occur simultaneously between and among the teachers and students. They may include real-time video, as this one does. In fact, here, all of the students can see the teacher and each other, and vice versa. Virtual courses may have both synchronous and asynchronous components, or they may be fully synchronous, meaning all classes take place live in real time. With fully synchronous classes, the only real difference from the face-to-face classroom is students may be joining from anywhere with an internet connection. Both synchronous and asynchronous learning environments can be very effective when used fully and creatively. Another term you may hear is hybrid learning, or blended learning as it is sometimes called. Hybrid or blended learning simply means that part of the learning occurs online, whether in a synchronous or asynchronous environment, and part of the learning occurs in the traditional classroom. Flipped classrooms are a type of blended or hybrid learning where students listen to lectures before coming to class. These pre-recorded lectures may be audio or video. In class, teachers and students then work together on problems, projects, or other learning opportunities. We call it flipping the classroom because instead of the teacher lecturing in person and the students doing problems for homework, the students view or listen to lectures before class, and in-class time is reserved for hands-on guidance and instruction. A very common and often misunderstood e-learning term is LMS, or Learning Management System. Moodle, displayed on your screen, is a well-known LMS. You'll see I have two courses in my LMS homepage. I can select either to be taken to the course materials. You'll remember this course from earlier today. An LMS is a piece of software or a platform that can not only host these virtual courses, but also provides additional features for a complete e-learning environment. These features include tools for registration and enrollment, class rosters, resources for administering and grading assessments, scheduling and calendaring tools, and means of communication between students and teachers, either through instant message, email, or message boards. Now, well-known LMS platforms include Sakai and Blackboard. Organizations may also have their own proprietary platforms, in other words, designed in-house by the institution. Twin, which is owned by Thomson Reuters Westlaw, is a proprietary LMS used by law schools. Note how this LMS looks different from Moodle, but the content and the features are the same essentially across the platforms. Despite all of the well-integrated features of an LMS, one of the most popular is the discussion forum, or discussion board as it may be called. Let's look at the discussion forum within our sample Moodle class. You'll see the most recent discussion posts are on the home page, but if you scroll down, a history of all of the posts are archived. Now, this discussion forum is an online site where students and teachers can interact, collaborate, post questions and answers, direct one another to resources including websites, videos, or other tools. Many asynchronous and some synchronous classes take advantage of discussion forums extensively, including for assessment. They are typically organized by topic and include features that allow both student and teacher to see which posts they've read. Robust discussion forums are directed by the teacher through prompts and moderated just enough to allow the learners to focus on and explore the desired content area. Discussion forums may also take place outside of an LMS. For example, Google Plus is serving as a discussion forum in this class. You can see that you have the same posting and commenting abilities, and posts are organized here by topic as well. Let's talk a brief minute about the MOOC, a very popular term these days. MOOC, M-O-O-C, stands for Massive Open Online Course. Now, on your screen, you'll see a MOOC I was enrolled in for educators. We called it a MOOC Ed. A MOOC is always a fully online course, which may or may not take place within an LMS. Now, historically, MOOCs were free, available to all, and very, very large. Early modern MOOCs have had hundreds of thousands of enrollees. The term is changing, however, and encompass a broader range of open online learning opportunities that may or may not be free, but typically do include a large number of learners. A MOOC will likely include most all of the features we've discussed. A discussion forum, a place for course materials that may include video and other selections from the teacher, and a place for course announcements. MOOC is a term with which you should be familiar. One additional term that you may hear is one-to-one. One-to-one simply means that a classroom, a school district, some learning community has adopted a policy of one device per student. In other words, the ratio of student to device is 1-to-1. Now, the device may be a laptop, a tablet, an iPad, an iPhone, but each student has his or her own device. We are very close to the end of our video, but I don't want to omit the term mLearning, short for mobile learning. mLearning simply means any learning activity that takes place on a mobile device, which could include a smartphone, tablet, or other mobile device. On your screen, you'll see my iPad. You see all of my apps or software applications, and I have a special folder for mLearning tools. I could access one of my textbooks, log into a live class taking place in the WebEx Synchronous class platform, or access PowerPoints through my SlideShark app. Any application for learning used on a mobile device is considered mLearning. Now, advocates for mLearning cite the availability of informal learning opportunities. In other words, learning that can occur outside of the classroom or other designated learning environment that might not otherwise be able to occur and could be enhanced by the presence of the mobile device. And our final term, instructional designer. Instructional designers are often thought of as the architects of e-learning. However, I also like to think of instructional designers as translators, individuals who listen first to teachers and subject matter experts, understand their goals and learning objectives, and then help select the best tools to translate their materials for e-learning. I invite you to let me know which educational terms you would like to know more about and see defined. Leave a comment below. I'm Ellen Murphy. Thanks for joining me.